Good evening, everybody. How are you doing this evening? I hope all well. As you can see, I'm streaming on both Facebook and YouTube, so everyone gets to see. I hope you're all well this evening and ready for the Buddha's final thoughts on the Xlim Pro by Oxva. It's all good. It's all good. Let's see what we've got in this evening. Good evening, Trevor. Good evening, Mr. Jones. Please spam the heart for Mr. Jones. What a legend he is. Good evening, Scott Forshaw, who's watching on YouTube. Good evening, John Goodwin, Mark Willie, Honey Shaheen, Caroline Beck, Gwen Wright, Sean Clark, Steve Price, Eddie ST. I hope you're all ding dang doing well. And I am. Let's get a few more people in and we'll get cracking. So I've got a bit of an announcement to make at the end as well. About what we've got going forward in the forthcoming weeks. But also I will be drawing this amazing box of goodies as well. So let's see, we'll be bagging them. Good evening, Miss Hollis. I hope you're well. Good evening, Teresa. Or Teresa, however you pronounce that. I do apologise if I pronounce it wrong. Eddie Mania kind of far out, mate. Good evening, Charlotte. No wrong with that. The beard's coming on nice, like. It's actually. I don't think she's watching, to be fair, which is good. But I've got to say, this Xlim Pro, it's fantastic. This is the gold black carbon. It's actually quite a nice device. I've been using it quite a bit. A nice clear tank as well. Good evening, Sue. I hope you're well. The good thing about this device, it comes in many different colours, and they're not your standard specific colours. They're actually give you like a carbon rustic view, Good evening, Greg. I hope you're well, Scouse. Big love. Have you ever thought of platting it? No, I haven't actually, to be fair. I have had people want to plat it, but I've not done it yet. Gwen, I'm doing okay. I've got a lot of things in the pipeline within the vape community, as well as the dog community as well. Thank you so much for asking. I hope you're well, darling, as well. But as you all know, if you ever need us, give us a shout. I'll help you, I'm going to put this out here straight away, first and foremost. Tonight's live would not be possible if it wasn't for the likes of Oxva, as you can see. Getting it right this time. If it wasn't for them sending me these amazing goods, you've got Robin Hu, and Sean Simon, and Oxford Zora Enwhistle, who's sent me this amazing device to review, and also one to give away to you lucky people, and also to the legendary Mr. Jones. Please, can we show some love and respect for both Peter Jones and Oxford and the team, and spam some hearts for them, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. I am very privileged and very honoured and very humbled to receive such amazing products, to use, review, and give us feedback. As people who have been following me over the past 4 years that I've been doing this, plus live reviews, I will not lie to you, I will tell you straight. I'll tell you everything. If I find a problem, I'll tell you the problem. If I find the pros, the cons, I'll tell you everything. I will not hide anything from you. And I won't hide it from the company as well. I will disclose everything. But the love has got to be going to Oxford and also Mr. Jones, because he supplied the amazing prize of all the juices, all the salts. You know what I mean? Oxford had the t-shirt, the hat, the bag, the device, everything. Oh, if we can get Scott over 30, I will pinch someone who will get one of those amazing Oxfords and 3 cold blended salts free. Now that is awesome. The legendary Mr. Jones is at it again. The love. Show the love for Pete. He is a legend. Again, excellent pro. Boxing, perfect. Nice, straight to the point, banging. Good evening, Danny. I hope you're well. I can't fault the packaging. Everything you need's in there. Let's get down to the device. Right. There we have it. The battery life on it is really good because you've got the 1000 milliamp battery here. Whereas with 2 seconds, I'll just take this lanyard off for a second. Whereas with the original Oxva, this is a 900 milliamp battery. So you can see the difference. There's not much difference in height, if I'm honest. It's just a smidgen different. This is a little bit thicker than the original V2 and also the original V1. But that's because the battery is a little more denser and the chip inside to function at all. You've got a lovely little airflow control on the side, but I like mine quite airy. But we'll go through the motions. As you can see, it's fully closed. We'll open it up to 1. Let's open 1. Now that is a very, very tight draw, so you've got a really tight rolly, so to speak. So you're getting that really nice tight draw. But the flavour is still there. Absolutely bang. Good evening, Steve. I hope you're well, sir. Can you switch pods from the other Oxfords? Yes, you can, Kerry. I will get to that in just 1 second. So look, it's down 2 holes. And around 2 holes. Now this is more of a restricted direct along vape on 2 holes. So on your first hole, it's more of a mouth to lung, very, very tight and flavoursome. Again, with the 2 holes, it's quite restricted direct to lung, but you can also do mouth to lung as well. I'm more direct to lung, to be fair, but that's just me personally. Beautiful. Flavoursome still there as well, which is nice because I've went old school and I've went with the black and grape from Soda King, which was my number one go-to juice back in the day. But now there's that many different juices I've been made and collaborated with, and it's still my number one juice, don't get us wrong, but there is others out there. And now we're going fully open. Now in here I've got the 0.6 coil, which you can use from anywhere from 20 watts up to 30 watts, because this is a 30-watt device. And I have got it on 22 watts. And the flavour is just banging. Love it. Doesn't matter how many times I hit it, the flavour's there on the 0.6. It is a 50-50 juice I am using, but you can use a 70-30. But if you're going to use a 70-30 in the 0.6 coil, you might not get as long as a 50-50 juice, because the thickness of the juice going through the cotton and the coil, it makes it work that little bit harder. So just bear that in mind. But I've got 50-50 in here by Coil Benders, and it is fantastic. But as you can see, you've got your just protruding slightly your fire button. This is your control to everything. You can use it to fire, to have your hit, but you can lock it as well. Right, let's see. If you click it twice, you can change the colour that scrolls along. If you click it 3 times, you change your wattage, and then you just use the fire button to go all the way around. These are out now. Go back to 22. Does the mouthpiece get very warm on 20 watts? No, it doesn't, Kerry. It doesn't at all, sweetheart. These are out now. If you click it 4 times, it locks it. So now you can't use the fire button, but you can auto draw, which is good. Absolutely fantastic, because you can get that auto draw. You can keep it locked, and you can't do anything with the fire button at all, and just have it hanging around your neck, because it does come with a lanyard as well. So you just vape on it as and when you want, which is awesome. With the puff counter, I've reset this a few times, to be fair. It'll come back up, but if you click the fire button 7 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, puff counter cleared, so it will turn it back to 0. So in all, say for instance, you had one juice in here and you want to change it, but you don't want to change your pod, and you put a different one in, you can reset the puff counter and see how many puffs you get on that one juice. You know what I mean? So you just press it 7 times. If you want to change the colour of the screen, you press it twice. If you want to change the wattage, you press it 3 times. But if you want to lock the fire button so you cannot be used, use it, you click it 4 times. Do you know what? I'll go through the colours in a minute, Stephen. When you see the colours, it's absolutely fantastic. Now, when you come to the pod, I was thinking, what can they do different to the V2, to the V2 Pro? Well, they have. They've kept the pod the same, right? Nice and clear, translucent 2mm pod. But what they've done is to put the fill port right there on the side. Now, in all honesty, 2 seconds, I'll get some juice. come on, I need it in a second. I should have that this with it's like, so I do apologise. This is the juice I've been using. The Circling Black and Grape. Now, as you can see, there is juice in there, but if you turn it aside, it's getting near then, and you pop it up, and there's your little fill. It has got a lovely little juice roll. Has someone been pinned? See, oh, there we go. Well done, Trevor Sear. If you message Mark in the morning, you have bagged yourself a lovely little gift there. Matches well done, bud. So as I was saying, you got a lovely little fill port here. Trying to do this without spilling it around. What I tend to do is I tend to tip it like that to fill it because come on. Tip it on that angle. A little spillage out. So I still got room to fill, but you got a little gap there. But the one thing I would say is people without nails might struggle to pop that cap off. But I think that's a cracking little idea what they've done there by having it on the side. Whereas with the V2s, it is on the side, but it's underneath. So as you can see, you've got the two there. So you'll see V2 off, Pro into V2, V2 into Pro. So you've got the two different ones. And both work. Good bit of cloud off such a little device, I've got to say. Fantastic. Pros and cons. Pros and cons. To be fair, I've got no cons if I'm honest. I've got a. I wouldn't say it's a con. I would say it's a. Maybe it's an advisory. Is with the side port, it's secure and don't get us wrong. That's fine. But with the V2, you've got a little flappy bit, which you can flick and it's like loose, so you can pick it up for people with no nails. So with that, I would have that on there. But apart from that, that's it. It's a Type C charging port. From fully flat to fully charged using a power bank that I've got safely. Do not use a 13 amp plug because you will fry your battery. You want to use like a 3 to 5 watt outage charging bank. Right, so I use a power bank. You can use your computers, your laptops, your tellies out like that. And I went from fully charged, from fully flat to fully charged in, was it 24 minutes and 33 seconds, something like that. So you're looking about how about a USB outlet in the socket? I've not used one of them, Trevor, but what I would do is test to see what the volts are coming out of it. You want on like a low voltage without, because that would stop you frying the battery. So you're just over 20 minutes going from flat to full. You know what I mean? Which is good. You know what I mean? It is good. And it's a tasty charger as well. But let's go through the specs on the Oxva page so you get to see. And here we'll go. You've got the glittering light, which is along the bottom of the device. You've got your anti-leak top fill cartridge. You've got your airflow system. And you've got your auto draw and the draw button. You've got your different colours. This is your RGB lighting system, you know, which you can change with 2 clicks of the fire button. Even Hatman. As you can see here, you've got the V2 where you've got the fill port just there on the side. And there's a loose little bit of flap there that you can nip a hold of and open. And here you have the new Pro, which is good. Like I say, your 1000 mAh battery, which is really good. You can go up to 30 watts. And yeah, that's about it, really. Trying to see if I can find the different colours for you. That's your green. That's your pink to make the girls wink. This is your glammy red, which is like a red and black. I love this blue one. I really do. It's going to be next on. It's going to look really nice. You've got this like a yellow and greeny colour. You've got your golden black carbon. And then you've got the black carbon by itself. I love the look. I love the look of the blue and black one as well, Glenn. I really do. There's something about it, like, you know. But you know, let's see what happens. But there we have it, the Xlim Pro by Oxva. If anybody got any questions or would like to ask in regards to that, please fire away and I will answer them. And also, I will get the draw ready because one lucky person will be bagging themselves this amazing bit of kit. And like I say, I have got a couple of announcements to make. It's released now, Gwen. It is released now. There's a few places got them. I believe Pete's got them in stock. It's SWD Exeter, Plymouth, and Wholesale Vape, and also this coming weekend down at the Vape Superstore and CBD Specialist in Cardiff. Be sure to check that out. If anybody here is in the Cardiff vicinity, from Friday is the grand opening of the new store, which is the Vape Superstore. It will be stocking a lot of Oxford products, and that's a fact. It opens on Friday. It is called the Vape Superstore and CBD Specialist. You need to get down there. It is fantastic. If I remember right, I think it's over 10 to 15,000 square foot store, and it's jam packed with everything. It's jam packed with good stuff. What would I change if I would design it? What I would like to do, in all honesty, is make a bigger pod for it, but you can't due to the TPD laws. That's what I would change. Evening, Mark, I hope you're well. Evening, Danny, I hope you're well. I see there's a shop in Cardiff. I don't think there's a shop there that big. Oh, Danny, this shop is massive. It's massive. If you have a look on this page after the live, you'll see how big it is. Right then, guys. Here we have it. As you know, everything's totally legit. You can see here, Coy Bender page. We're looking at post Oxford and Coil Benders giveaway. This is UK only. When you get the comments, right? We've got the comments. No. My dog thinks it's clever to be playing with the water ball. Where's me notepad, please? Get this because I'm gonna need it. Right. Good luck, everybody. Let's see who this is going to be. Laura Gregg. This is the video you want to look out for. The Vape Superstore CBD Specialist in Cardiff. Here we go. All comments. here we go. Just completed the steps. Don't know where you go. I just need to make sure she's in the UK. She's from Manchester, so yeah, she's completed all the steps. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be kind. I'm going to give her 24 hours to get in touch. You know what I mean? And take it from there. If I don't hear from her by this time tomorrow, I will redraw it. So we can see what happens. I just want to give her that time. Right, now then. As you know, Expo is upon us. Be sure to come by the Oxva and the Oxbow stand and see our amazing team and staff there and see what products we have available. And it's a stand not to be missed. It's massive from what I've heard. Next week, I'm going to be putting a poll up tonight. It's giving you the power. I'm going to be reviewing the first 5 of the polar fruits. You're going to get to choose which 5 it is. We've got Vivus yellow pear. We've got Everest. You've got the Fuji, which is an ice cold apple. You've got Alburst, which is locust mint. You've got Alps, which is a sweet honeydew melon finished with ice. You've got Matterhorn, which is a lemon and lime. You've got El Capitan, which is a pineapple freeze. You've got Denial, which is a juicy mango. We've got the Kilimanjaro, which is a banana ice. And you've also got Olympus blackcurrant. So a poll will be put up and you get to choose. There is 5 new flavours in this range. So you get to choose what 5 I review next Tuesday. It's got all the all sound lovely, but are they cold? I don't know because I've not opened them yet. They've just arrived. Evening market there. I hope you're well. Scott, I got a mod coming from the US. A triple 18650 skunk. Very nice. I hope you've got some nice coins to go with that. But has anybody else got any questions? If not, that would be me for tonight. Guys, be sure to check out the Cowbender page. Keep an eye because some brilliant stuff coming forth. Be sure to keep an eye on the Oxford groups, the UK and the global. Be sure to keep an eye on the Cowbender group as well because there's amazing things coming there as well. So stay tuned. And I will be back on Tuesday with a live review of polar fruits. So keep an eye on the group and get your votes in to see what I'll be reviewing next Tuesday for you. So it's going to be big love from me, the bearded Geordie Butter, bidding you a fond farewell. Stay safe, take care. And don't forget, Expo, come to the Oxford stand. The Beata Jody Butter will be there all weekend for your needs. Well, that's done from me. Been a fond farewell. Stay safe. Take care, guys. Good night. God bless. Take care. Ta-ra.